my girl sent me this article the other day, Forging New Paths, How to Be a Trailblazer. And she says, this is you. It says no one remembers the guy who came in second. Being a leader takes a certain kind of mindset. You need to have a pioneering mentality, a way of visualizing paths that don't exist yet, and the ability to get people on your side. Now, if you want to know how to blaze a fiery trail of excellence in your industry, here's what you need to know about the Trailblazer mindset. What sets the innovators apart from the followers? Innovators have a certain attributes that set them apart. For some, these come naturally, but for others, they can hone them by building new habits and then become traits. Trailblazers generally are one, fearless. It takes guts to do something that hasn't been done before. Instead of the impossible, trailblazers see an opportunity. Being fearless means taking calculated risks and knowing that failure might be an option. When I saw that and I read that, it really hit my heart, because what we are doing with our wood burns, nobody else in the world is currently doing. We are familiar with the machining industry and what people are doing with these diode lasers, and currently nobody else in the world is able to create the 3D wood burns that we are creating with the diode lasers. It's just not being done right now. We literally are trailblazing a new path in an industry that has never been done before. I tell you, there's nothing like sitting in my shop on the weekends and just sitting in the back. So the way my shop is set up is that I have this little hideout spot where people don't see that I'm sitting there. And they walk by, and all day I hear people, they stop. They look at my wood burns, they look at my light box, they look at our stuff, and the comments that they say, the wows, the oh my gosh, the hey honey, come look at this, like all day long. It's an ego booster. It honestly is. It makes me feel on top of the world. It makes me feel on top of the world, knowing that we are doing something that nobody else in the world is doing right now. Nobody. Now, you all sit there and like all this TikTok drama and like the bullshit and like people don't like, I don't care if people don't like me. I'm doing something right now that is literally paving a new way in the world. I'm making a difference in the world that nobody else is making. You can cook the same old bullshit that other people are cooking, but are you really doing something different? Are you doing something new? Are you an innovator? Are you really fearless? Persistent. Am I persistent? Maybe, just maybe. Behind every success lives an iceberg of attempts. Trailblazers don't just stop at the first hurdle. They use feedback from their failures to guide their next efforts. Sometimes all that work leads them to somewhere new and surprising, somewhere they wouldn't have landed if they hadn't kept pushing forward. You know, I think it's funny because I remember taking a personality test. I talk about it often because it really did kind of hit me when I got the results of my personality test that I took when I got into management at Great Clips. And the personality test came back and it said, this person thinks so far outside of the box. They're unaware a box even exists. And I remember reading that thinking, oh my God, is that a compliment or an insult? I'm going to take it as a compliment and I'm going to run with it. Creators, trailblazers build new things, take exciting ideas to a whole new level. This means seeing patterns that others haven't or being able to make logical leap from current reality to a new one. Instead of just doing more with less, they find new and better ways of doing something. Curious, innovative minds are always seeking out new knowledge, and not just in their own field. Being open to new ideas, conversations, and paradigms paves the way for new and fascinating takes on industry and the world. They are teachable. Feedback, input, and mentorship are all key for trailblazers. They seek out experts, learn from how novices approach a problem, and constantly revise their mental map of the world. Trailblazers use these qualities to create a new way forward for others to follow. Here is how you, too, can become that person. Thank you, Justice. I love you, doll. You really made me feel special, and I appreciate you for that. Always and forever, girl. Thanks for being a really great bestie.